Good evening, everyone. So we're going to start with our usual weekly market outlook, March week 5. March week 5 is also our last week for the quarter. And then, so as I mentioned, so the previous week market movement, we'll take a look, and then market outlook on SPX, sector outlook. We are going to go a bit into the USD today because of what's happening to USD, to some of you all who are aware of it. And then, of course, the relook into advanced strategy. And of course, we'll end up with some Q&A. Taking a look at the previous week market movement. Last week, market, I mentioned in our weekly market outlook that it is pretty much stuck in between roughly around 2380 to 2350 to 55. But last week, the market broke below it. All right. So yes, it broke, but again, it was not such a convincing break. But I'll go into detail about it once I share the charts. Okay. So last week we had the first down move and the first close below the previous week low. Right. The first time that after so many months that we actually have actually since 2017 started. So previous week was the first week that the market actually closed lower than previous week low since the year started. So that's pretty much a obvious weakness. So that's pretty much what happened last week. And about this week, okay, let's take a look at SPX chart to start. So if y'all can see the chart, I will start plotting our usual support and resistance. Support and resistance over here, one of our Wish traders, WWA student, actually asked or requested about where is actually the strongest support for SPX. The strongest support for SPX in actual is roughly around this level, around 2184, all right, 8485. Okay, that's the strongest support or immediate support, because if you could see this rally was a non-stop rally. So there was no real support that was built when this rally was taking place. So if we were to go back, this was the only place where previously it was a resistance, then right now it has turned to be a support. Okay. Anything lower than this, then we are looking roughly around 2125, all right? Around 2125 in this range. And this was our, probably could be the strongest ever support for SPX, because previously all these weeks we had 2117 or 220 as our resistance, which now was broken, and then it was retested again over here, and then the market went up. So 2117 is an obvious strongest support. Anything slightly above that will be around 2184. So if market tanks and it continuously goes down for the next coming weeks, then 2117 and 2184 is the level that you need to watch out for. All right. So market just dropped. You could see that drop over here. So let's not talk about it right now. So SPX, that's the support and resistance. The trend is still uptrend. So what we could be looking for this coming week. Now, for this coming week, yes, the market opened lower, but I'm still going to bank on the usual trend, whereby the last week of a quarter, usually the market does not move much. All right, either it doesn't move much, first option, or secondly, it will open lower like how it is opening right now. All right, but during the midweek, it will start pushing up back. So for this week, I'm actually looking at the market to open lower and close lower for today, probably. And throughout the coming next 4 days, the market might rebound back. All right. So when I say rebound, what kind of level we are looking at? I am roughly looking at around 2350 to 2360. That's the level that I'm looking at for the market to rebound back this week. All right. The only reason is simple. There's no real technical to it. The only reason why I feel, or I do see, that the market rebounds to the 2350 to 2360 level is because it's end of the quarter. And for those of y'all who have been reading my write-up, probably know that end of the quarter is what usually they call as window dressing. When fund managers wants to report a good report to all those investors, so they like to go and buy and keep good stocks that has been going up a lot for the last few months. So they will actually try to go on to that stocks so that when they show a report to their investors, it does look good. These are some of the tricks that the fund managers does. I do see that the window dressing takes place in midweek and it pushes the SPX back to 2350 to 2360. All right. So that is SPX. And remember, of course, our resistance remains at this level right now. This is our resistance, our immediate resistance. So of course, as usual, I always color my resistance in red because of obvious reasons. And then anything above that is obviously going to be around 2400. All right. So that pretty much sums up our SPX right now. Going forward, after this week, we will have the first week of April, but after that, our earnings season starts. So when earnings season starts, almost like 80%, 85% of the time in the last 8 years, during earnings, the market pretty much goes up or pretty much stays flat. All right. Now, because the market has moved up a lot for the last 4 to 5 months, I do see this, that the market will continue to float between 2330 to 2400, between this level, 2330 to 2400. Now, Ramli is asking what's the immediate support. As I mentioned, if you look at the weekly chart, the strongest support is actually at 2184. But let's just take a look at the daily chart. Okay, so if you look at this daily chart right now, so you could see that again the trend went up, and then it came down and tried to move up, and it now came back down. So the level again remains the same as 2184 over here based on weekly chart. But apart from that, when you look at the daily chart, there is a resistance over here. All right, previously it was a resistance. Now it has turned to be a support. So that is around 2280. Let's just round it. Okay. So anything above that, that's where the moving averages has to come in. So when we talk about moving averages, obviously the 20 days weekly moving average has been broken. So after that is of course the 50 days moving average. But if we were to go back to the weekly chart, we could probably see that I've been saying it for a few weeks. This level could be our immediate support, which is around, okay, so that is 2300. It actually gives a very good round number. So that also plays as a psychological number in the market. All right. So 2300 is what I feel as the next immediate support. After that is 2277. But to be honest, the strongest support, if the market tanks, the panic starts coming into the market, 2184 and 2117 is to the level to be seen. Okay, so I guess that's pretty much about SPX. And let's look a bit into the USD now. USD obviously has taken some limelight right now. Previously, I have discussed before that for USD, this level serves as the support. Okay, because previously it was resistance, then it broke above it, and so this should be the support. But right now, what you can see is that the market has broken below this strong support. It came down, tried to spring back after testing this support, but since last week it broke below the support, and this week it has opened lower again. So what does this mean? Or for obvious reason, of course, based on these charts, it means that USD has more room to go down. All right. unless by the end of this week the USD rebounds and closes above this level of around 100.2 again. If not, we could see more downward movements for USD. And if we could see over here, if it continues to move down, the level that it could move down next, or the strongest support for it right now, is around this level, which is around $93. All right. So in terms of the horizontal support and resistance, so the next level it could go down is roughly around 93 to 94.5. Again, look out for USD as it continues to go down. These moving averages over here, the 50 weeks moving average and 100 weeks moving average, could provide a temporary support. But right now, obviously, the next immediate support is 94.5. If you could actually see over here that the USD has started forming what they call as this trend, okay, one down, and then it went up, okay. What we have here over here is one cycle down, one cycle up, and it started moving down. So this is where we call as a short-term downtrend, because we have a lower high. This high is higher than this high, so we have a lower high, and this is the low, first low, and the next current price is already lower than the previous low. So lower high, lower low confirms a short-term downtrend for USD. So pretty much we can say that USD has more room to go down for now. Okay, so that's pretty much what we have for today. Thank you very much. We will see you again in 2 weeks' time. And if you have any more questions, you can feel free to post in our forum. I'm looking forward to take more trades together with y'all to discuss more, and I hope to set up a meeting soon with y'all as well. All right. Thank you very much.